I'm not sure how many of you were here 7 years ago when I did my first press conference in Romania with Dragos. It was only Dragos and myself 7 years ago. We were not even in the top 10, if I remember, and 7 years later I'm back and Dragos is still here with Mihai, with Sherban, other people. We've done more investment in Romania, and I'm very happy that in Q4, at least for one quarter perhaps, we don't know, but we recoup our #1 position on the market. I think we can be very proud, and I'm very happy with our performance in the country. And 16.8 market share, it's above our regional average that we have in all emerging Europe. So it's very encouraging. We've seen a good trend in all the segments, not only the commercial space, because now we are exclusively responsible, this team, for the commercial area, but we've seen as well very good trends in the consumer space, in the small business, and I think even more important for us, we've seen growth in the solution and the storage area. A few words about Romania. I think from what I've seen in the last 18 months in the region, in terms of countries, how they reacted during the crisis, which country were the most resilient, which not. We've seen a bit of everything. We've seen countries really like imploding due to a combination of political, economical, industrial issue like Ukraine or Latvia. We've seen other countries suffering but showing good resilience, and those are more the countries which are already integrated in the EU, like Hungary, Poland, Romania as well to some extent. Yes, we did suffer during the crisis, but the beauty is the crisis don't last, yeah, and some days the good days turn back, and for the time being we are seeing a very good recovery. Sometimes a bit disconnected with the real economic indicators, because from our sources and your national statistic, I believe Q4 2009 in terms of GDP, we still saw a contraction in Romania, something like -6.6% year on year. Yeah, there are still risks. Yeah, there are risks that we may see a spillover effect from the what do you call it, the Greek debt crisis. There were very good news this week that the Central European will support them as well. So I hope that you will nicely overcome this period, because you are as well quite interconnected with, in terms at least in the banking segment, with the Greek business. So some risk, yes, but we are reasonably confident that we see returning investor interest in the country, yeah, and on our side we see a very robust demand, yeah. So, and I believe sometimes IT is a preliminary indicator of a positive trend, because in the country we are still not saturated, and there are very good signs that companies, government to some extent, but companies are ready to invest in infrastructure. Yeah. So what about Dell, the new Dell? The last 25 years we've played a critical role in transforming the IT industry. Yeah. We made it affordable, accessible to a lot of companies, customers, people, government around the world. Yeah, we gave a more pervasive access to this technology through the fact that we're always being leading a driver in driving standards, driving price reduction, and making it very accessible to all customers. Yeah. In the last 3 years, we have started our transformation. Michael Dell came back on board. We readjusted our strategies. But what we are seeing today, that the industry is at an inflection point. There are a lot of things changing recently. Yeah, there are competitors taking different options than we are. Yeah, and we will elaborate more on what we intend to do. But that's a fact. Yeah, the customers are demanding for different products and different services. And there is a very good time for flexible company, and we are very flexible because we open with very open standards, we have very good alliance with all the key manufacturers, suppliers, vendors, providers of open standard technologies. And we believe we are at a point where we are very well positioned to tackle those opportunities. When I speak about opportunities, we speak about all what you have heard in the last 12 months, virtualization, increased mobility, cloud computing. A quick summary on what we did in Q4, globally, worldwide, solid demand growth. We are very encouraged with the underlying strengths of the business, and we are very confident that our commercial businesses are poised for earning growth as demand returns. We did $14.9 billion of revenue. That's the first quarter we did consolidate with our figures with Perrot result. We ended with $11.8 billion of cash flow. So we still have a very, very good amount of money to continue our acquisition strategy. You have seen, I think you are all aware, since Michael Dell returned in the office, we started to really intensify the number of acquisitions we are doing to support our strategy, buying intellectual property, but really focus, not necessarily big companies. The biggest were EqualLogic, and it turned in a very great success. Perrot, we can talk a bit about Perrot as well, but we will continue to do that. We continue our strategy to balance liquidity, profitability, and growth, rather than just targeting market share and volume. Yeah, that's our strategy. Part of our strategy pillars, we have 3 of them. Yeah? The first one, we call it client reinvention. Why client reinvention? Just because up to a few years ago, we were leading the train, we were very, very strong in that segment, in selling notebooks, desktop, customized, built on order to all customers. Nowadays, what we need to do, the ecosystem is changing. We need to be faster with more standard product, so less complexity, and that's what we are driving. Yeah? We are optimizing our supply chain. We reduce the number of manufacturing points we had in the world. We are passing more to contract to ODM supplier. So we are streamlining our production, our supply chain, so that we can deliver the product at the value the customers want. That's the first one. Yeah. The second one is what we call Dell. Yeah. And here our strategy is to be the e-commerce leader. We've been a pioneer in selling IT, material, hardware, software, everything through internet in the first years of the internet age. Yeah. Then perhaps we have been a bit, I would say, comfortable, let's call it like that. In the meantime, we have seen booming internet business with a company like Google, Amazon, etc. We still do a huge amount, multiple $1 billion through internet, but we want to optimize it, and Michael Dell is leading Personalities Initiative. He's injecting millions of dollars of investment to get us back and take a leadership position in that segment. The most important for our commercial business, and that's why you are here today, why the team is here today, it's what we call best value solution. In a time where you start to see a lot of players on the market opting for very proprietary system and strategy where they want to have a unique vertical offering, yeah, which is sometimes not easy to integrate and not very compliant with open standard. We are opting for an open world. Yeah? Our objective is to seize this opportunity that this IT industry is a bit reinventing itself to really create and build a solution that our customer need. Yeah? Providing them open solution to reduce complexity, enhance efficiency, and the EqualLogic offering we can demonstrate at the end of this conference. We will prove it. We'll show it that we can do very, very, very smart things. Yeah, and that's while still offering an excellent value to customer. That's our strategy.